Okay, so hello, Eugenia.
Hi,
This is one more conversation that I felt like sharing, and I was talking with Eugenia, my friend, and she's in. Where are you, Eugenia, right now?
I'm in France and I'm just in front of ocean, and maybe during this conversation you will hear the amazing waves and noises of the ocean.
Yes, and so yeah, that's it. And I think Eugenia, maybe you'd like to talk a little bit about yourself, if you feel the call.
Accident, I choose this background blue and white because I'm connected with angels, and I'm on the ocean, which is also blue, and the sky is blue. The angels come from the heavens, and the ocean is also beautiful connections. And I was going to meditation and walking on the ocean, and then I got a message that blue actually is quite important in our times today. Very important because um, I I had some. I'm a prana healer, and prana healers, they heal with colors. So I started getting the blue, and then I spoke with a friend of mine who also spoke about blue, healing with blue. I was asking blue, blue, somehow the blue color was always in my mind. So why blue? And then I realized because blue is the cosmic energy, and it is very important nowadays to keep contact with blue. It's a little bit, we could say it is a little bit cold, but the color of God. And if we feel a little bit as unsafe, we can put us in blue color, imagine, and that could help to stop us, to stop, to get out from the fear, to get out from the fear, sick. And but also what it is very good, it stops infections. Blue color is stopping infections. So I realized if we do meditation, if we put imagine the meditation, if we are putting us in the blue ball, it could help to stop not only the infection, but also the fear, and to connect to the divine. That's very important. So that I'm a healer, but I'm not really. I cannot say I'm a healer. I transmit the energies of divine source, and I don't I heal only if I see it is really needed, and it is I don't. But what I do, I'm connected with angels, and I help people with angels when they are stuck in their life, when they don't know what to do, and they have some special issues. I don't program them. I don't say what is going to happen in in 1 week, because this is programming, I call. But what I do, I help them to see the situation from the divine perspective, to understand, and then once they see it, they make the right decision and they start going on. They move. That's the main thing. When the coronavirus came, I was very aware it's very important to stay neutral without fear, and just, realistic, grounded, and seeing what it is to get informed and like that. But also I asked the angels, what does it mean, the coronavirus? And the answer I got, it was, that's the purification process, that's the fire. We are deleting old systems anymore. And it's up to us, each of us, to take the decision to move on, to get to the next stage, to higher consciousness level. And today, I was asking what I could see for people who are like, the quarantine is already 1 month, 4 weeks. In some countries, it is almost finished. In some countries, and they're getting tired. They're missing, they're less money and whatever. We have to be very strong to stay in peace. Ask angels, what is the angel mostly needed now? Very strange. I asked it 2 times, and 2 times I got an answer. It is relationships. And I was, how? Like in our homes, we cannot go out. What kind of relationships? And then I asked it, please explain. Then the next angel I got, it was peace and harmony. And then I was thinking, okay, if I am in peace and harmony, what a relationship I get is coming. And I realized that actually the relationship is with myself and with the divine. And everything starts again, Once we are in silence, we feel good and we go in our hearts. And then there is never stress, it is never fear, it's never painful. So to find this connection with yourself and to be good with yourself, I think that's important, most important thing now. Only getting insight in your heart can help you to get through this period. And only in your heart we can find this peace and harmony. So that's what I wanted to share. And maybe I already told about me. Maybe it's enough. I wanted to invite, if somebody needs out of balance, if somebody needs help, it is always welcome to reach me out. I don't charge money. I help it for free. So that's my service.
I was listening to you, and yes, for me, when let's say, I don't have any specific. I don't make questions. For me, what I'm living right now, I don't have any question.
That's good.
But let's say I access information, and when you talk about relationships, of course it is with yourself, but also many people are, let's say, caged with family, with the close relatives that are the people that, for me, and at least in my experience, are the people that can be most challenging for us, for everybody, because these are the people that really are close to you, are family, and so these are the people that more easily can take you out of your balance, of your center. And so this is making people to face everything that is really close to them and find that balance, as you said, that harmony, which starts within ourselves first, but also you can be really in peace and calm when you are meditating, but then when you come to the real life, you lost your center. So this is the next step, is for us to, in your case you are alone, but many people are with family, and so that's I think for me that's what I'm getting also about this, and also the people having the taste of a different life from what they were used to, and having time that they don't know how to use it, so they have to adjust, they have to maybe find different things to do. And so for me, I don't have been talking about the situation on my page. Generally, I don't talk about it because I feel that there are so many people already talking about it that I prefer to keep the uplifting side, the neutral side, because actually there are so many sides and theories, and I'm trying to keep the state of observing.
We don't talk about it. Yeah.
Yes, no, but it's okay that you bring
Like
this. It's great that you bring the subject.
I bring it because I was called, and you know
Yes,
how
yes,
easy is somebody to motivate. You know, even if you have child or you have somebody who works outside all day, suddenly you can say, "Do you wanna to do this? To read
yes,
this book with me?
yes,
Make
yes,
a puzzle with me?"
yes,
Like today, just before we called each other, I called a friend of mine, and he has seen me. I was outside in the balcony, and he told, "Oh, you know why I don't go in the balcony also?" Like, you know, it is like, and then you're sitting in the balcony and then saying, "Wow, I have the time to sit in balcony."
yes, yes, yes. So people
Uh,
are trying
it-
so many things that they never had time to do it, and right now
yeah,
they do, because like children, the in at least here in Portugal, most of the children with 1 year or sometimes even before, they go to the infantário, they call here, where they take care of the small children. How do you call it?
yeah,
And then the
babysit.
babysitting, and then they go to preschool and then to school, and from school to university, and from university they
Yeah,
get a job, and they never have time for them except on vacancies. And usually people want to do everything in like 15 days or something. So this is something that has never happened before, and for me this is the most benevolent situation that could arrive at the planet right now, to create really a big shift. So there are suffering happening, but this suffering has been here since eons, is what I feel. Is it, like when I was a kid, I was sensing the suffering on the field. Like a lot of stuff is coming out right now, a lot of news about children, about a lot of stuff that is labeled the dark stuff. But this stuff was happening since eons on this planet. And when
yeah,
I come to this planet, I was feeling that, and I didn't know what I was feeling, but I was so depressed, and I feeling the suffering and everything. And today I see that I was speaking this on the field. So right now I keep on picking on the field, the fear and all the other stuff that is around, but I'm used to it, and now I have learned how to work to help
yeah,
that collective. So as you told me, oh, the internet is unstable. Can you hear me well?
yeah,
Yes. So as you
yeah. I
told
do.
me that what I'm doing, one day I was dancing and you said I'm anchoring light and expanding, and exactly that's my job right now, is to do that, because I have
Yeah,
been preparing for that all my life. And there are other people that their job would be maybe share the dark side news or the conspiracy, or
yeah,
because maybe that's their task right now. For me, what I feel is everything is working for the most benevolent outcome, always. So everybody is part. There is no, and so I see, yeah, and what I'm working right now is accepting the truths and honoring the truths of every human being around me. So if someone is called to see all the news, watch all the news. If someone is called to share really the dark pieces that are coming out, everything is part of the one collective singularity. Is the word that keeps on coming to me, is one collective singularity. We are one collective singularity. And so there are people that are like me focusing on this, and I think this is very important that these people keep on their focus. And the other ones that feel the call to make to share, to, I don't know, whatever everybody is called to do, is their part on this this totality. So it's I'm
Yeah.
really grateful that you have bring this theme of the COVID.
It
I
was
don't.
not me.
Yes.
It was not me. Like I told you, I was walking and I was getting, why I'm getting this blue color, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and
Yes.
because of, I was like, I am like, you know, I was dealing with the colors. What does it mean? And then the blue, why? And then, wow, just look, sky, sea,
Yes. Yes.
blue, and the divine, the healing, the everything what is going, that's why. So it is like, I was like, I had to, and the thing is, what else? Like, because we have the quarantine 4 weeks, you know, that's a lot. And people, they're getting tired. And those who spoke in the beginning very motivated, now they're getting sad and and tired of speaking, you know. They think they told already, but exactly now, when we are in the middle, we should keep motivating people and say, hey, stop, almost done. We are getting already onto the brighter side. So keep
Yes.
going, keep going.
Yes.
Don't
That's what.
panic.
That's what
Everything's going
I.
to.
Yeah. That's what I have been telling to the people around. Like when I go to the grocery store and. But usually, if you smile, if you are carrying a different energy, people they relax around. I feel people relaxing around me when I speak because I pass by them and I say good morning, how are you? And it's okay, and they it's like they suddenly they fell in another dimension. I feel sometimes because they are a little stressed and contracted and then I'm acting with normality and that also brings them. And also when we talk about the subject, I say it's just maybe one more month and maybe you will be
Yeah.
able to get out. So um, it's time for doing stuff that you have never had time to do. And I don't know, sometimes we have these small conversations when I go out and that's what I'm trying to do. Of course, I'm very lucky. I'm not lucky. I have put myself on this place, and during time I will say I'm lucky. No, I'm not lucky. The truth is, I did a lot of choices in my life that has bring me to this place. That is a farm. That I'm in a way um, in a kind of a bubble because the outside noise doesn't come too much here. It's much more difficult for someone that is in a city, and it's completely different. And we can go outside, we can walk, we don't have constrictions. But this was my choice. In
Yeah,
fact, uh,
of
when
course.
I decided to not live on a city and when I left my job on a city that was a well-paid job. And so actually sometimes people say, ah, you are lucky, but there is no luck for me. We are always choosing, taking, uh, we see two or more pets and we choose one, and from that pet another ones arrive. So um,
Yeah.
it's and of course if you keep that's for me what have always been something, keeping an optimistic view about things. And people sometimes tell me, oh, you are always dreaming or you are not very realistic, but actually I am realistic, but I'm realistic in a positive way because for me that makes more sense that just seeing the dark part. I don't know. But now I'm Glenn speaking a lot. You are going to show the sea. No, I thought you were
Oh,
going.
I'm outside, but the waves, they are too loud. So I just come back inside. But if you
Yes.
want, I can try to show.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But actually, the color blue has been coming a lot to me. You were talking about blue and golden also, like the
Yeah.
hearts. Sometimes I use a lot of hearts when I write
Yeah.
comments on social Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
And usually lately I'm always using blue hearts or golden hearts. That has been my
Yeah.
color.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes.
And now, while you have been talking, the blue behind me,
Yes.
energy. So that it is getting everybody who is watching, that he's getting the blue, the healing, the
Yes.
healing. Like, you know, they are being put on in the blue protective light. And just now, I remember, of course, blue is also the color of Archangel Michael.
Yes.
And that's the highest protective power of everything. And that's why, that's also, of course, how I could forget it. I am only about 2 hours drive from the most secret Archangel Michael place in France, Mount Saint Michel.
Yes.
So of course, this is the line, like, you know, that's why it's also coming so strongly. So those who will listen to us, I think they will feel his presence and the protection and the divine, what you say. Yeah, we have as a book, we are taking.
I think all these actually, when we say this is the we will call the energy of Angel Michael or the energy of Mother Mary, or it is more like an activation that we are doing to ourselves, to our body. Like before we talk, after the lunch, I was taking a rest, and I was hearing some message from Stargate, and they were telling like talking about the chakras and inviting the energies and visualizing a Stargate around you. And it's amazing because, at least for me right now, when someone tell me like call the presence of, or the violet flame or Angel Michael, whatever, immediately I feel it. But I think it's more because actually we are that totality, so we are the angels too, and we are, for me, for what I feel as truth. But when you call, you are in a way activating something in you, so it's
Yourself.
you in yourself.
Yes.
And so whatever people believe they can call, but actually the power is in ourselves. Yes. And
Of course.
because sometimes
But you know, we have to respect that all of us, we are in our lives, in the middle of our lives, in different cultural backgrounds, with different history, different age, different experience. So different worlds will activate for different person differently.
yes, yes,
And you know,
yes,
and sometimes you need like to hear 1,000 first time to get activation, and you say, ah, okay,
yes,
you know. So it is,
yes,
that's why sharing, and
yes,
whatever comes in your head, maybe it is exactly because of somebody who is listening and needs it.
yes, yes,
You know, it doesn't matter. And especially for me, it happened many times that I was saying something completely unconsciously, and it's me who told. Why? Like somebody starts talking through me, and then I say why I say it. You know, why? For example, do you know we spoke just several times. We spoke that it is the now we have to stay neutral, and then for our meeting, I'm going for a walk, and I am getting the message I have to talk about coronavirus. You know,
yes,
not
yes,
because I'm friend of it, no, but because it's somebody needs it. Somebody who is listening needs it.
yes, yes,
You know, and then suddenly all became blue, 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 blue. So that's how it works.
yeah, yeah. And this is funny because for me, during years, I will be speaking with someone, and I will tell something in sometimes in a very raw way, very matter of fact way, and then I will say, I came here today just to say this to you. and I and by that time I I was not empowered, so I don't know why I was telling that, but for a moment I was feeling that connection with the totality, and I knew that everything that has happened before that moment and after was just some frame for meeting that person and delivering that message in a way, you
Wow.
know. Yes, it was very
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
interesting. And actually I had some confirmations in some situations that the people got the message and they shifted something that they were in trouble about, and let's say our
Yeah, yeah,
conversation would be about that, but they didn't remember me
yeah.
telling them, but they have shifted something. Like a guy, he didn't talk with his daughter during like 20 years or something, and then one night we were drinking beers in a group of friends, and I
The
told
connection
him,
is getting haven't stuck. I couldn't see you, but now it's getting okay.
okay,
The
so
connection was gone.
yeah, I was just telling, oh, it's again, internet is unstable. Yeah, but it's just like I was talking with the guy and he was telling me, oh, I don't speak with my daughter because she doesn't want to speak with me. And then I said, why don't you try again? Why don't you try to call her again? Because he was saying, some years ago I tried to call her once or twice and she didn't want to speak with me because her mother has painted telling my daughter that I wasn't good. And so he was not in touch with his daughter and he was really sad about that. And then I said, why don't you try again? And okay, and some 10 years later, I was talking with the guy again. I was without seeing him for a while, and then we met again, and I asked, "Oh, how is your daughter?" And he said, "Oh, we are the best friends, and we do this and that." And I said, "Oh, great! So you actually you did what I asked you to do, to try to call her again." And he said, oh, I don't remember you telling me this. And I said,
Yeah, yeah,
oh, it's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm so happy to know that now you are in contact with your
yeah, yeah.
daughter again. So it is very interesting because you delivered message, and sometimes people they don't even remember, which is great because it's not important who is delivering the message, but the message goes there, and yeah, so it's really, and that's why I feel these conversations are great and that we don't have to have a plan because
You
whatever
know why?
comes, yeah.
Because you are the person, that's also a message for angels for you. You are the person who has very big power through your prayers, through meditation, the way how do you do meditation, connecting with the guy and expanding. This is very powerful. And that's what you say. You are getting the power from there. And your words, they're very powerful. Right? They say you get the message because you are connected. And
Yes,
you transmit it with a huge power which is shifting, and
yes,
this is why it can influence. That's why he believed, you know, because many go and do something, nobody will do it, nobody will listen, you know. But there are some points, some people, when they say we listen, and then we do. But this is because of, you know, because you have the power. There is, we know the power is not because of something, but the right word with right energy, with in the right moment, in the divine time, you know. And then that's why you, that's your mission.
yes, yes, probably.
And because now it is like this time we need to shift on collectively, on collective consciousness. So that's why you're working on it. And through your dancing, through your music, you are working on the collective. much wider, not for one,
Yes,
but for
and
the all.
the blue is communication, right? Also, so again, it's the same because, as you said, communication with yourself, but also communication with those around, and also communication through different means, like using the gadgets, the internet, and which is a precursor for telepathic communication. Because yesterday I was
Yeah,
talking with a friend, yes, and and uh, and she was saying like, for me nothing changed because I was working through internet, but many people, they didn't use this kind of way of communication, working, and like the other friend that was on this meeting yesterday, she was saying like, oh, for me, I feel more like the personal communication, people being present at the same space. For me, is much more meaningful. And right now, people are discovering, at least I think I feel people are feeling that these connections are also very powerful, because it's just if you are feeling my energy, I am feeling your energy. But before, people, they didn't have tried this way of communication, and so this will be a precursor for the telepathic then, because that friend I was talking yesterday, she's already doing remote healing, which you do also, and I do also when I try to send energy for the people. We are doing that, and we are in connection. But that girl, she was actually telling me that the people, because she agree with the people that she will be sending some healing, and they dream about her, or they have visions of her connecting with them during that period. Yes, so it's very interesting. Yeah. What?
yeah, yeah, definitely. What else? I was like, no, I do also interviews, and I interview people who follow their hearts. I was interviewing some soundbite. Okay, now we have already, on internet, we can take part in the third part healings, but imagine orchestra playing together.
But they are
It
doing
seems
this.
very easy, they are doing, but
Yes.
imagine how much telepathy you need for it,
Yes.
you know, because there is like it could be different times, and it is like delay, so you have to put the, like, you have to connect to the, maybe they are not analyzing in that it is miracle.
Yes.
Living in different places despite delay of time, they are managing to put in the harmony sounds. That's the biggest training.
Yeah.
Another thing is about dance. It is some kind of bio dance. In some countries it's known, in some countries it's maybe less, in some countries just coming. Biodance is like is connecting really on different stages yourself and expressing with the music.
Yes, I
And
know
this is,
biodance. Yes.
okay.
Yes.
So it is like they are also doing now sessions on online.
Yes.
And
Yes.
it is not only music. Music you can put it at home on YouTube or whatever, and they can dance. But what a facilitator is transmitting is the energy.
Yes.
And he like, that giving the impulse in the dancer and giving him the impulse to release all blocks and to express exactly in that, so it is very powerful. And so now what we are making big telepathy course, intense, everybody,
Yes. Yes.
and working on ourselves, getting in our hearts, putting out what we have inside on the table, and making like order, and making, okay, this I don't need anymore, this I don't need.
Yeah.
And look
Yeah.
how much humility we are teach now. Like, we cannot go walk to the fitness club, we cannot go walk on the beach, we cannot do many things, are not allowed anymore. So what are you doing? You're learning yoga, you're doing like, you don't need to be posh. It was like a joke. Like a woman, she was going, but it was just a joke on Facebook, I think. A woman was putting makeup and putting beautiful dress to take off rubbish.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, my sister-in-law, she they have a group, a big family group, and she write a post on the group about that. Like she take a great bath and put all the makeup and her fancy dress and shoes, and then she was outside to put clothes on the line.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's,
Yeah.
and then, since I'm here now in quarantine, I wear only leggings, I wear only t-shirts, I wear simple things, or I wear everything what is very casual and very comfortable for me.
Yeah, and
You
that's
know,
other thing. Yeah, that
and
people.
that's very important
Yeah, yeah, because
that we are going back.
yeah, just to the essential and to what really is important for us, because we were like actually created for consuming and buying and having, and we are raised, let's say, in this fashion for that, and but that is not sustainable for the planet. And
Yeah.
actually I had a book that I lent to a nephew of mine. He has done economics, university economist, and so, and I was telling him that there is a new concepts arriving, in one of them is like, because why do you have to consume? Because in capitalism, the only way for the economy keep growing is by consuming. And I'm no expert on these subjects anyway, but I was curious about that book, so I bought the book because I had my inner feeling, and in the book is like a confirmation of what I was feeling. And so we have to use the excedents to and like throw away, in a way, like apply them on culture, on beauty, on other stuff.
Mhm.
So the economy doesn't have to keep on growing, because the planet is something that is not infinite, but the
Yeah.
capitalism, for being sustainable, it has to be an infinite consuming.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, now we have to create new solutions, which we don't. This book brings one solution. I don't think that the solution is already here. I think we will be building the solution all together. The more people just let the things flow without preconceived ideas, the best will be for creating something new. Of course, there are people that still keep to want to return to the old, but there will be seeds left on the land from these events, from this old situation. There will be seeds, and so they will grow. In a
And
way.
yeah, I agree with you. And I think everything what is not needed, like I started in the beginning, for me, when the virus came, the meaning, I was asking angels, why? What does it mean? And the answer was purification and deleting of systems which are not needed anymore.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
people like Eastern European, I'm Lithuanian, living in France, and we have the always the Eastern and Western Europe, the old Western Europe, or like the West European Union old countries and European Union new countries. So when the Soviet Union was done and the new system came to Lithuania, because the old system was completely deleted, we overcame the new ideas very quickly. There was nothing old to build on it. In the old European countries, to change the old system is very difficult. Because, you know, there are people who are created, they are still there, they are sitting on the posts, on the positions, they don't want to get it,
Yes.
to let it go. It is more difficult. And now what is going on, that we are pressed, those systems, they are falling away. It is no choice anymore. It just simple doesn't work. We have been complaining about import-export of food. And now what happened with coronavirus, that all workers, they return to their home countries, you know? So they will eat what they eat. Just before our conversation, I spoke with my friend who lives in Egypt. And before the crisis, she was used to go, like, you know, to go to supermarkets and to buy Western food. And no, I'm not doing anymore. I buy everything in my village.
Yes.
And I buy from local producers. And me the same, I'm now in France, and I just 200 meters from my house, I have local small supermarket, and 2 kilometers, I have big supermarket. And I decided I will buy my food in the small supermarket. Because the small supermarket, they offer the products local.
Yes.
You know, so it means what people have been saying, that the small businesses will close. No, they will not.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
Yeah. On
are
the
not.
contrary.
Yeah, we
Yes.
can support them, very conscious.
Yes. 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 Yes.
And some years ago, the small markets, they have been offering very high prices, but now they're offering for less. And the supermarkets, they have been in the beginning offering very cheap, but then the price grow up because they got monopoly.
Yeah.
So when they got monopoly,
Exactly.
they are allowed to do what they want. And now it is up to us to take this decision.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are, like, you know, if you have if you are in the village, and you can go to the neighbor and say, can I buy something, or can we exchange something, you know, I do for you this and you give me this, or, like, you know, how can we cooperate?
Yeah.
I think that's also a good thing what could happen.
Yeah, I think many good things will unfold from this situation, but of course,
Yeah.
things take some time. It's not something that goes like this, at least for what I'm feeling.
You know,
Yes.
that's how it starts, you know, that's how it starts. What
Yes.
we need now, we need to have small house. And when the quarantine was started, I was looking in to stay for 2 Lithuanian men house, because they got stuck.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't want it if they have to go back to France. So what I did, I make an announcement on, like, you know, on Facebook, in Lithuanian group, asking if some of Lithuanians, they know how to get cheaper, like, you know, accommodation, and then I got invited for free, and they told, this is exceptional situation. If somebody is really stuck and doesn't have money, they're invited to stay in our home for free.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, and that's the humanity which is opening. And
Yes.
I remember before it started, people, they have been scared that there will be criminality, blah blah. There is no criminality.
Yeah. Yeah.
I checked online, the all criminality is going down.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, what is going on? People are getting brighter. In opposite?
I don't know. There can be many theories. Some say that we are jumping timelines, and yeah. So maybe things will go a bit faster than expected. And like right now, I feel like there are so many potentials, and I try to just keep this state of one day after the other. And I was talking with a new friend, and she's every day she's calling me because she needs someone to talk. And I was telling her, try to keep that state of each day. You are living this day, so what can you do today that you like, that you enjoy, that brings you happiness, even if it's just for a moment. And about the future, one never knows, but at least we can expect that good things are coming for us. That's in a way it's a way of creating good things are coming, or and even if, and also to make the do not judge what is coming. So something arrives, now I will deal with this situation, but always keeping in mind that something good is coming from that situation. So that I don't know how many time we are already. Do you know, Eugenia? When did we start it?
Because I also infuse the healing energy, the blue energy, healing energy in the background. So while we have been talking, it was going on something. And those who need it will take it. So maybe we don't need anything to help, or maybe if somebody, as I proposed, if somebody needs support by angels, they are always you contact me, and I can
contact me too. Yes.
And then else, thank you for your work. Thank you what you are doing. I love your meditations. It's like, you are you are spreading such an energy that when the best, I think you don't need to talk.
Yes.
You just sit and then and everybody will be taken.
But actually it's a little bit like that, I think, in everything, and because we are here speaking, and there is information passing through our words, but also there is information passing through the silence and through the vibration, and a lot of it says the internet is unstable again. So let's do this again if you feel like, and but maybe for today for today I'll stop the recording, because maybe it gets too long and then I'm not able to upload it. So I'm very grateful for you being here with me, and I'm very grateful for all joining this now, whenever it may be. And big love.
All the best.
I'm just stop recording. Bye.
Bye.
Where are you? Eugenia?